The UFC has a massive problem right now where they are shelving legitimate #1 contenders. We've got guys like Arman Tsarukyan, Shavkat Rakhmanov, Magomed Ankalaev, and a bunch of other guys that are just sitting at the top of their divisions, and for whatever reason, the UFC is just choosing not to give them matchups. When the UFC and Dana White does not get their way, they will get so incredibly petty and will literally shelve these guys and keep them inactive so that not only the fans will forget about them, but they can also justify not giving them a title shot again because of their inactivity. Arman Tsarukyan has had to fight in BJJ competitions like 4 times this year because he's just not had a fight in the past year. The UFC has repeatedly given Arman Tsarukyan these short notice opportunities, but Arman has turned them down, which makes sense because why would you take a fight on short notice fighting down in the rankings when you're the #1 contender? But let's just call it how it is, man. The UFC has had a long history of shelving and just denying title fights to these guys who have very wrestling and grappling heavy fight styles. And if you guys remember, very early on, Khabib was also facing a similar situation as Magomed Ankalaev, where the UFC was kind of just sidelining him even though he was the rightful #1 contender. Magomed is literally living that exact same story that Khabib had to. It's interesting how much the UFC is good at playing mind games and manipulating the fan base to think that the fighter is in the wrong in this situation. So they'll keep offering Arman short notice fights to have that as a mask and say that they've been offering Arman fights, but he keeps turning them down.